Good morning, everybody. So today we're going to be learning about how to calculate work. We're still in the same lesson, Introduction to Energy. We're going to learn about what work is and how we're going to calculate work. So first you have to do is you're going to watch the video. This is what you're doing right now. You're watching the video, which is teacher explanation of how to calculate work. Then you have to finish worksheet 3. It's right over here. I'm pressing on it. And then you have to do the Nearpod quiz. This is the Nearpod code. Okay, so let's go in. These are the slides that you're going to need to study from for today, but I'm going to go in and explain the slides. Okay, so first, we're going to be talking about what work is. Okay, you see this man over here? What is he doing? He is moving this object. Okay, he's moving this box. So he's transferring energy from him to the box in order to move it from, let's say, here up to here. Okay, so work is the transfer of what? Energy. So he's moving it, he's using energy to an object by force. So he's applying force, he's using his energy, applying force to move this box, and this is called work. Same thing here. This man over here is applying force using his energy to move this. So this is called work. A force applied to an object results in the movement of over a distance. So there's a distance that, like, let's say this box was over here and he's putting it inside there. So the distance is this. It can be, let's say, 2 meters. So a force applied to an object results in its movement over a distance. A force causes the object to move in the direction of the force. So if you're pushing the box this way, the box is not going to move this way. It's going to move in the same direction. Common sense. Now, the whole thing that we need to know from today basically is, other than what work is, we're going to need to know how to calculate work. I'm going to be giving you numbers and asking you to calculate work. Now, to calculate work, you have to use this formula. The formula basically tells you that work is equal to force times distance. Okay, how much force is applied and how much did, let's say, the box move, distance. Okay, so if I want to calculate the force that this man has made, I have to see how much force he applied and over what distance. Okay, so this is the abbreviation of the formula. Work equals to F times D. Work, W, equals to F times D. Force times distance. The W stands for work that's done on an object. The F stands for the force that's applied to the object. And the D stands for the distance the object has moved. Okay? Now you need to understand that there's something called unit of measurement. Okay? Work is measured in joules. So let's say the work was 3 watt, you have to put joules. Let's say the force is 2 watt, 2 newton, N. Let's say the distance is 3 watt, 3 meter. So meter is the unit of measurement of the distance, and force, N, and work, J. Okay, I know that this sounds confusing, but you're going to understand it now because we're going to do a lot of examples. So let's see this example number 1. Okay, so they gave you, this is the formula here. This is times. This is the same as times. Okay, so work equals to force times distance. It's right over there. Work joules, force newton, distance meter. Let's see the example. So a child uses 24 newtons of force. So he's using, in order to move a toy car, this toy car, this child is using 20 newtons of force in order to move a toy car a distance of 5 meters. So what we know right now is that we have the force is equal to how much? 25 newton. We always have to put the unit of measurement. We can't just write force equals to 25. It has to be 25 newton. Okay, we also have the distance. How much is the distance equals to? You guessed it, 5 meters. I can't just say 5, I have to say 5 meters. Now I put the formula here. Work equals to force times distance. So work equals to 25 Newton. Why? Because the force equals to 25 Newton. The distance equals to 5 meter. 25 times 5 equals to how much? 125. 125 what? Joules. Unit of measurement of work is joules. Okay? Now we're going to do an example together that's going to make this a bit more clear. Okay, let's do this example. Okay? So we have Malik. This is Malik, okay? Malik uses a force. I'm going to use a different color, make this better. Let's use red. So Malik, okay, is moving this box. All right. He's applying a force of how much? 20 Newton and a distance of, and he's moving the box a distance of 4 meters. So we have to calculate the work. Okay, what do I do first? I write what's the given. So شو عنا given? What do we have that's given? What did they give us? They gave us the force. How much is the force equals to? 20 Newton. That's right. What else did they give us? They gave us the distance. That's right. How much is the distance? 4 meter. I have to write Newton and meter. Don't forget, these are important. And then I have to calculate the work. They asked me to calculate work. How do I calculate work? I use the formula. What does the formula tell me? Now I'm going to use it, make it a bit bigger. The formula tells me that work equals to distance. Sorry, let's make this better this way. Work equals to force times distance. Okay? Now I write here, work equals to. How much is the force? It's 20 Newton times. How much is the distance? 4 meters. So work equals to 20 times 4. How much is 20 times 4? 80. 80 what? I cannot just say 80. I have to write the unit of measurement of work. It's joules. 80 joules. So we asked you here, calculate the work that Malik did. The work that Malik did is equal to 80 joules. Let's do another example. So we have Saif, all right? This is Saif. He's kicking a ball, all right? He kicked the ball with the force of 8 Newton, and he kicked it a distance of 20 meters. Calculate work. So first, what do? Yes, you're right. First, I write the given. What is the given? What did they give me? They gave me the force. What is the force equals to? 8 Newton. What else did they give me? Distance. What is it equal to? 20 meter. Okay. Now, they asked me to calculate work. Work equals to force times distance. So work equals to, how much is the force? 8 Newton. This is the force. Times, how much is the distance? 20 meter. So work equals to 8 times 20. That means it's equal to 160. What's the unit of measurement of work? Joules. J. That is correct. So when they ask me calculate the work that Saif did a work that is equal to 160 joules. So there's an exercise. Okay, this is only the lesson glossary for today. Now when you go into the worksheet, okay, I'm gonna press done here, give it a second until it closes. There's worksheet 3 that you have to do today. And it is here. This is worksheet 3, so I'm going to press on the worksheet right now. I want to show you something. So this is the worksheet. You have to calculate the force for robot 1. They gave you the force and distance. Okay, they said calculate work. Sorry, not force work. So they said calculate work. Same thing for robot 2. You have to calculate work. They gave you force and distance. Same thing for 3. They gave you force, distance. Same thing for robot 4, force distance. After you calculate the work on all the robots, you have to tell me which robot is applying the most work. So which robot has the highest number of work. Don't forget to put the unit of measurement of work and of the force and of the distance. Otherwise, the answer is wrong. Always remember the unit of measurement. Okay, good luck for today. If you have any questions, please ask me. Don't hesitate.